It's time to talk about what's going on in America. It's time to talk about what's going on in the workforce and in the homes of the American middle class. It's time to talk about the status and the future of today's economy. It's time to talk labor with your host, Jerry Williams Sr.
Hello, everybody. This is Jerry Williams, and I'm back. We're back here with the podcast, and as you can see, not in the studio. We're going to wait till all of this virus stuff clears out before we do that. But we got some important stuff coming up. We got elections coming up, and we want you to be cognizant of everything that's going on. Now, you got a guy out there now in Aurora claiming to be a mayor. He was stuck in there. They put him in there. This guy, Ken Griffey, who has a lot of money, Republican, he's put him in there to try to dress him up, to try to run him for governor so they can take over. And he's not going to get the governorship. We know that the type of job that J.B. Pritzker's done a damn good job, and everybody knows that. But this guy's out there, Massa, we gonna do what we gonna do, and is us house burning down, Massa, we gonna take care of it. You gonna take care of those Negroes too, you don't. It's an insult for you to stick an African American man out there who has no idea about what's going on in politics of states like this, but he gonna do your bidding for you. Republicans are. They've been crooks for a long time. They take your money. This is your money. I keep telling you this. Money that you put up in taxes. And tell you don't know what to do with it. And we're going to give, all the oligarchs a big tax break. And all that money is going to go to them but this is our money. Now you got a president in now that come in and he does the job like he's supposed to do. You know all the things he's done. I'm not going to try to run them down to you because you know all he's done. And he says, this is your money. We're going to fix the roads, the bridges, and do like what we're supposed to do. And, but the media now, they want to have a horse race. They don't care what it is and how it turns out. They want a horse race because they make money off of that. And they'll tell you, if you notice, they'll tell you certain things that this clown is saying, But they very seldom tell you about what the actual president is doing. And the man is doing a great job. With the war going on and with the pandemic, he's doing a damn good job. I had a situation with a person very close to me talking about the mayoral race in Chicago. Talking about, I can't put her in because she got to go. Okay, who you going to put in? Well, I don't know. So we're going to put Boo-Boo the fool in. Because you don't know. Well, it'd be better than her. See, that's the way you get in trouble. Thinking like that. Well, I'll just vote for whoever. I say, did she do a worse job than Emmanuel? Well, no. Did she? What about the guy before him, the Daley and all? Well, no, but I just don't like her. I've come to find out he just don't like women in charge. That's basically what the situation is, but that's a problem he had. But anyway, so we got a lot of things to do. One of the things I want to run down to you is when we're talking about Republicans, and they always do things like this. They'll accuse you of doing something that they know they're going to do, or they're doing it already. But they'll throw it out there and make it look like you're doing it. And that way you get defensive. No. Don't get defensive. Jump on them. Jump on them and tell it like it is. And one of the things I'm going to give you, you keep this in mind and go and check it out yourself. If you think I'm telling you something wrong, pull it up yourself. I'm talking about the Republican crooks. If you pull it up yourself, you'll find out that red states and red counties have more capital crime and murder than the blue states and the blue counties. That's the truth. And then, if you go with the presidents of the United States, look at them. Democrat presidents and Republican presidents. Let's go with Obama. Obama had 0 criminal indictment in his administration. 0. Jimmy Carter had 1. Bill Clinton had 2. But let's go to the Republicans. Oh, man. The Republicans, George W. Bush, he had 16 indictments. Ronald Reagan, he had 26 people indicted in his administration. Richard Nixon had 76 people indicted in his administration. And the raper and the griffer, Donald Trump, he had 215 people in his administration indicted for crime. And he only was in there 4 years. So, understand what I'm saying, y'all. These people don't mean you any good. I'm talking about black or white. And I said I'm going to stop using that word white and black as much as I possibly can. I'm going to use light skin and people of color. Okay? Light skin and dark skin people. And that's what we're going to start using now. Light skin, dark skin people. Because we're all people. We're all human beings. Light skin, dark skin people. Like I said, I told everybody that the teabaggers were going to take over the Republican Party. 2007 I did on one of my shows. And I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to run just that section on there. And I said it over and over again that the teabaggers are going to take over the Republican Party. That's what they've done. Now they call themselves homeboys or whatever kind of boys and racists, whatever. But they are the same teabaggers that was, clowning back here some years ago in 2007 and before. That's what you're dealing with right now. But you know what? We're not going to spend a lot of time on that. But keep your eyes open. Sit down and think about who you want to. But get out there and vote. Make sure you get out there and vote. Because if you don't do that, nothing means nothing. I love my Illinoisans because you went out there and you did what you're supposed to do, especially with the COVID. Governor asked you to do certain things, you did it, and you knocked this stuff down. And now it's under control. We want to keep it that way, y'all. Me, I'm going to get my second booster, man, as soon as I possibly can. Okay? But I want to come right back, and we're going to talk about some things. And going to talk about what's going on with the lawsuit that I filed. We'll get to that. Okay? We'll get to that when we get back.
There's something I need to tell you. This relationship isn't working. It isn't good for me. I'm breaking up with you. It's not me, it's you. I became dependent on you. And you were always there for me, even when I was at my worst. But I didn't realize the damage you were doing. You created a toxic environment. Not just for me, but others too. You were suffocating me. We're just no longer compatible. Also, there's one more thing. I met someone else. I'm respected in public. I'm making friends. I feel like I can breathe again. That's how I deserve to be treated.
我们书店结束了。
Oh, donc c'est कभी नहीं मुझे दुख दोगे?
Ni siquiera te necesito.
Parce que j'ai une autre option.
And it's a healthy relationship.
Okay, so we're back, and I'm going to do a couple things. I want you to take a look at this little video right quick with in regards to that calamity that happened at the Oscars. Take a look at this. This is Stephen Colbert. I think it just sums it all up. You know what I mean? I think it just sums it all up. Check it out.
Yesterday, President Biden held a press conference, and he was asked a ridiculous question by a ridiculous man, Fox News reporter, and that one kid in high school who wears a suit to gym class, Peter Doocy. Jimmy, drop the deuce.
When you say that chemical weapon use by Russia would trigger a response in kind.
It will trigger a significant response.
What does that mean?
I'm not going to tell you. Why would I tell you? You got to be silly.
Remember, yes. Remember how on last night's show I said that slapping is never, ever the answer? I'd like to file a one-time exemption on behalf of the President of the United States. And... No, it's wrong, Lewis. Let him go. Wrong. And Doocy did not stop there.
The world wants to know?
The world wants to know a lot of things. I'm not telling them what the response would be. Then Russia knows the response. All right, I'm going to take two more questions.
Peter Doocy, Fox News. I've got two more questions. First, what are the exact locations of all of America's troops? And can you give me the nuclear launch codes? Just tell me, is one of them a 4? Can I buy a vowel, Mr. President? I'd like to solve the puzzle. Another feather in your map.
I know I don't have to say anything else about that. Stephen Colbert says it all, you know. Another thing I want to do right quick is I want to talk about black men. You know, I love my black women. I love the hell out of them. But we got to stop that. You know, it's the black woman, and the black woman did this, and the black woman did that. I saw a piece on television where they were talking about how the young black girls come up missing, and you know they don't look for them. The cop, the dirty dog, don't even make an effort to try to look for them. But they talked about how they are missed by their mothers and their sisters and their grandmothers and all that and other women, but they never mentioned their father. The father missed them just as bad. They hurt just as bad. Let's stop that, folks. It was the black women that got Joe Biden elected. I love what the black women did. They stepped up. But you know, you had a bunch of black men that voted for him too. So don't let these people separate us, okay? Don't let them separate us. I want to talk to you all about what's coming up in a few weeks in regards to the lawsuit that was filed. But in the meantime, take a look at this.
Also right now, black women and girls go missing more than white women and are less likely to be found. A forum today with Congressional Caucus on Black Women and Girls explored why this and how it can be changed. CBS 2's Sabrina Franza joins us now. Sabrina, what are their suggestions?
The people who love these missing women and girls the most, their moms, their sisters, their friends, their daughters, they just want them home. But they also want a fair shot at the help they need.
Now, I want to talk about the lawsuit. You know, we've come a long ways. We've done a lot of good things and everything is great. But I want you, damn it, to understand, stop laying over and let these people run over you. I got a letter here from Detroit who filed the same lawsuit we did, and they got their money back for everybody, not only the retirees, but the active people too. We filed for the active people, but I couldn't pursue it because I'm a retiree. But we had active people on there, and I was trying to tell them, you got to take it further than the Supreme Court. Just because the Illinois Supreme Court ruled that way doesn't mean it all ends there. You can take it to the federal courts, and you would have won that. But they didn't. I couldn't make them do it. I could fight for the retirees. We did win it for the retirees because the judges ruled that the unions don't have any jurisdiction over us because we're not in the union. You're not in the union. Now, you can support your union and do what you can. Yeah, you can vote for the president, but you can't vote for the board members. You can't get up in the meeting and say anything because you're not recognized. You're not a union member. This is how we won that. And I knew that from the start that they couldn't do that to us. But they should not have been able to do it to the active member. They should not have been able to do it to the active member because in the Constitution, go get it and read it yourself, it says that the only way that they can take money away from you, active or retired, is that you agree to it. If you don't agree to it, if they go to do anything with your pension, if they take away anything from you, then they got to give you something of equal value or better. That's in the Constitution. The Constitution usurps the Supreme Court. Supreme Court don't overrule the Constitution. That's what I was trying to get people to understand that. And we're not talking about a few $100,000 or a few $1 million. Do you all know how much money they took from you, you active people? Billions of dollars. Add it up yourself. Each one of you were paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,000 a year with this healthcare trust, which you really didn't need to be paying because when you retire, you're going to be 64 or you're going to go on Medicare anyway at 65. But you didn't need to do that. You were paying that. Add it up yourself. You got 12,000 people on the job at 3,000 times 12. And then times 12 or 13 years. They played you for, they played you for somebody that didn't know what the hell was going on. People didn't speak up for you. I tried to speak up for you, but of course I wasn't. I was retired. But now, for the people that are retired, yeah, everything's on track. I'm supposed to be in the court with the attorneys on April 26th through the 28th. They told me to free up at least 4 or 5 days after that, which I will. And I have to free up 9 to 10 days. That's fine with me. But what will be happening is we'll be looking at what they owe us. The judge has already ruled on every motion that we made. He ruled in my favor. So what we got to do is we got to see how that works. Now, CJ is going to try to fight and say, well, we can pay you this, but we don't owe you this. We don't all that stuff. That's what we're going to be doing in those few days. But we'll get that stuff ironed out. It's a simple task. To me, just, it's simple because I'm saying just pay us with yours. But of course, they're gonna try to drag, and I got something for that. I've been sitting on it ever since I filed the lawsuit. I've been sitting on it. If they do what they're supposed to do, we move forward. If they don't do it, well, let me put it this way: it's not gonna be pretty. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm not gonna hold you long, and if you want to contact, just hit me at talklabor@gmail.com. You got a question, a serious question, and I'll try to get around to it. We do get we do get emails. A lot of times it's not about the lawsuit and stuff like that. It's about, questions about stuff that's going on in labor. But I try to answer when I see anything going, that has concerns about the lawsuit. I do try to answer those. Okay? Hey, keep your heads up. We're going to see you again, and check out my buddy here, Marvin Gaye. Okay? Talk to y'all later.
My What's Going On album. Hope we sing some of your favorites. Like to sing along? Sure like to have you, man. Have mercy. Ooh, rockets, muchas. Spend it all. The have-nots. Money. We make it. Police